There are 4 steps to creating a project. Step 1, research and problem statement. Step 2, concept development. Step 3, setting goals and objectives. Step 4, implementation. I see a question in your eyes. Why do I need to go through all those steps if I can just put my ideas into an implementation plan? Remember that when you create a project, you work in a specific system of values, habits, traditions, and attitudes of your community. They can all be radically different from yours. So, to have a successful, impactful, and sustainable project, you need to go through all these steps. Moreover, you can use this project design template not only for a community project, but for everything else. Business, personal project, even as your personal problem-solving tool. If you have an idea of the project, you need to describe the situation around it and to define what problem, issue, your idea is going to solve. If you do not have a project idea, you need to find out what you want to change, improve, or reform in your community. An accurate understanding of the situation can only be obtained by studying the reality around you. Remember, we talked about it in the second lesson and even applied a few research methods. Now you can see how it will help you. First of all, describe your community, your place, city, town, or village, history, and the people who live there. Are you in Gloucester, Stewart, the Plains, or Amesville? Try to answer the question, why do you have this situation or problem in your community? What is the root of the problem? How does this situation, problem impact you and others? Researching and stating the problem are 2 connected actions. Most often, the problem is the unmet needs of the community. This means that you believe your community really needs something, and you have data to support that claim. Sometimes you can see it with the naked eye. You witness children playing in the street, but there is no actual playground. When a need is not immediately visible, research, surveys, and assessments are conducted. It is very important to understand and remember that the absence of something is not a problem in itself. Until you have answered the question, why, this problem will just be personal. Why are there no benches, murals, festivals? Why are there no sidewalks? Why aren't people smiling? Why aren't the youth interested in their hometown history? Why are there no people at the public square? The people lived just fine without benches and festivals, without playgrounds and dog parks. Perhaps you can find the problem in the reason for the absence of these things. Ask yourself the question, why are there no benches, ramps, festivals? While answering these questions, you should keep in mind that nobody owes you anything. So saying something like, we don't have benches because the city council did not place them, isn't the best response. We don't have cultural events because no one organized them is also not the right answer. Do not blame others while describing a situation or defining a problem. The problem lies in the incongruence between the real and the desired, the real and proper, the goals and the results. The project is aimed at resolving this incongruence. A project has to fill the gap between these 2 mismatching facts. For example, if an Amesville neighborhood lacks a sports ground, that is not a problem in itself. Maybe people are not into sports or they visit the city of Athens to access the gym. In this case, you want people to do sports and have an alternative to the expensive gyms in Athens. Now pause for a second and think about what the incongruence that your project is trying to solve. Use all your findings from the practical task of the lesson 2.